This is ABC7 News at 11, your Suncoast News. We're here for you.
Good evening, I'm Haley Bilgus. Thank you for joining us tonight. Our top story this evening, a warrant roundup by the Sarasota Police Department has led to more than a dozen arrests, most of them related to drug charges. ABC7's Rick Adams is joining us live from the police department with more on this roundup. Rick.
Yeah, Haley, 15 people were busted. Police are continuing now with their crackdown on drugs. These are the mugshots of the 15 people arrested last month in the city of Sarasota during a drug-related roundup by the Sarasota Police Department. There are men and women, and those arrested are all different ages.
We want our community to know that that to be able to go out there and sell drugs is not something that we're going to tolerate in our community. Our community doesn't want to see it.
The charges those arrested face include the sale of cocaine, possession of LSD, sale of spice, and sale of marijuana. PJ Brooks with First Step of Sarasota says these arrests are a good thing with getting these drugs off the streets, but he tells us a lot more has to be done to get to the heart of the drug epidemic.
My hope is as those individuals are dealing with their issues and maybe are facing a substance abuse issue, that hopefully at some point they'll get access to care.
Brooks says that in the 29 years that he's been helping people with their substance abuse problems, this is the most chaotic the drug crisis has been.
We're dealing with a continued escalation of behaviors and problems related to overdoses, deaths, child removals.
The 15 suspects arrested have a combined 269 prior felony charges and 317 prior misdemeanor charges. It's an issue the Sarasota Police Department says they will continue to tackle aggressively.
Really trying to get to the root cause is definitely where we need to partner with the community, family, our other non-governmental organizations out here that are helping.
One of the ways you could help is by assisting police in tracking down 25-year-old Khalid Polk. He is wanted for the sale of fentanyl. And if you know anything about his whereabouts, you're being asked to contact police immediately. Reporting live from Sarasota this evening, I'm Rick Adams. Haley, back to you.
Thank you, Rick. The final forecast of the 2016-2017 season for Florida's struggling citrus industry is in, and it continues to be discouraging. The data shows the orange crop falling 16% from previous seasons, which itself had been at a 5 decades low. Experts blame severe drought, residential expansion, and the continuing fight against citrus greening disease. In order to help growers, the Florida Department of Citrus is proposing dropping a tax on each box filled with grapefruit from 7 cents to 5 cents. And now for a check on our forecast, let's head over to Bob. Some more storms tonight, Bob.
Yeah, kind of interesting, Haley. We have this easterly wind flow, and we've had this tropical wave, the at least edge of it, moving into our area earlier today. And some light rain, which is normally over by this hour, moving in from the southeast to the northwest. Talk more about that a little bit later, but we do expect some light rain, mainly in our interior counties. Punta Gorda could see some of that too. It is weakening as it pushes off to the northwest right now, and we are anticipating that to eventually fade away before sunrise tomorrow. Now, we are looking again at the possibility of more showers and storms coming back into the weather picture, it looks like, beginning tomorrow afternoon as a result, again, of this system moving on in. Nothing going on in Osprey, Venice, Inglewood, and looks pretty good in Sarasota right now. Northport, you're clear as far as rain goes, but clouds are still around as a result of this system. Quite a bit of areas had some rainfall today, not the excessive amounts that we've seen. That's simply because of the pattern change that I mentioned, and we'll talk more about that a little bit later. But currently, we do have mostly fair skies. 75, the dew point is at 72, and the winds are calm out there. More on your weather forecast coming up in a few minutes. Haley?
Thank you, Bob. The national nonprofit Keep America Beautiful is teaming up with Keep Manatee Beautiful to end cigarette butt litter in a creative way, and it's quite interactive. The group placing an oversized trash receptacle voting system. It allows users to vote on predetermined questions by choosing one of the 2 slots to dispose of their cigarette butts. This Friday at 8 a.m., Keep Manatee Beautiful and the city of Bradenton will be installing these receptacles at 7 locations. Those include 21st Avenue near Blake Medical Center, Barcaroda Boulevard, Green Bridge Riverwalk. 2 will be installed at Rossi Park and the Butterfly Garden parking lot at the Riverwalk, plus 1 near Manatee Memorial Hospital. So these questions, they will be customizable and can be changed to reflect local interests or timely topics. Imagine if they had this during the election. Well, 2 major Suncoast organizations are joining forces. The United Way of Manatee County and the United Way Suncoast are now one, creating a new United Way Suncoast that will serve a 5-county region, including DeSoto, Hillsborough, Manatee, Pinellas, and Sarasota counties. As part of the merger, United Way Suncoast will handle all of the back office operations, but program organization and implementation will remain the same. Officials say during this process, no jobs will be lost. Instead, both entities will now benefit from each other.
One of the strengths that Manatee County is going to bring to United Way Suncoast is its incredible work it's done in early literacy. It's something that we would love to see benefit the other counties we serve. In the same way, United Way Suncoast has had a lot of experience in financial stability work, helping families build assets, and we're looking forward to expanding programs in that area here in Manatee County.
The United Way will also maintain the Lakewood Ranch location and will be the new site of the United Way Suncoast Manatee Area Board. The Northport Fire Department will soon have a new leader. Fire Rescue Chief William Taft says he plans to retire on February 1st of next year. The chief says he will have served as the fire chief and emergency management director for 15 years. A successor has yet to be selected, but the chief hopes his early retirement notice will give the city plenty of time to find a new one.
I hope I'm remembered for setting in motion the plans for the future, because we've got a phenomenal, great group of young people ready to take over. And that's where I feel is the greatest advantage that I leave the organization.
Taft says his main goal after leaving the department is to spend more time with his family, to travel, and continue to do side work for the NASCAR circuit in safety. Attention Verizon customers. Verizon has confirmed the personal information of 6 million customers has recently been leaked online. A cybersecurity company named UpGuard uncovered the issue caused by, quote, human error. UpGuard alerted Verizon on June 13th, but the security hole was not closed until June 22nd. Verizon says no loss or theft of customer information occurred. Still, UpGuard advises Verizon customers to update their PIN codes and to never use the same one twice. 4 young men are missing in Bucks County, Pennsylvania, and police are still looking for answers, including searching a property for possible evidence. ABC's Maggie Ruley has the latest on that search.
The lead person of interest in the case is back behind bars. This time, authorities are accusing 20-year-old Cosmo DiNardo of stealing the car of Tom Mio, one of the missing men, and trying to sell it 2 days after Mio's girlfriend says he went missing.
The vehicle was then found on Aquatong Road at one of the DiNardo properties. And Mio is known to be a diabetic. And his diabetic kit, which he never went anywhere without, was found in that vehicle.
The judge set DiNardo's bail at $5 million cash, saying it must be paid in full and calling it the highest bail she has ever set. Authorities have been combing through the DiNardo family property for days, using backhoes and their bare hands to dig up the roughly 90-acre search area.
We are going to find something for sure. I have no doubt of that. No doubt of that.
One neighbor says she heard a series of gunshots on Saturday.
All of a sudden we heard this very, very loud boom, boom, boom. Then it was like boom, 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 boom. You know, lots and lots of gunshots.
It's been a week since the first man went missing. 19-year-old Jimmy Patrick was last seen Wednesday. 21-year-old Tom Mio, 22-year-old Mark Sturgis, and 19-year-old Dean Finicaro all missing since Friday. DiNardo's parents released a statement sympathizing with the families of the men who are missing and saying that they're cooperating with law enforcement in every way possible. Maggie Ruley, ABC News, New York.
Straight ahead, Chief Meteorologist Bob Harrigan will be back with the official Suncoast forecast. Plus, Siesta Key in the limelight. A look at a new MTV reality show that is focused on the lives of young men and women on the Key. And a new study looks into possible traffic and parking solutions for Suncoast beaches. We'll be right back.
My name is Haley. I have Fragile X syndrome. I work with Chartwells at Einstein's at FAU. I like being up front and interacting with students. The students are very nice and very hungry. Having a job is a big ticket for independence.
Hi, this is Dan Marino. When your business recruits people with disabilities, everybody wins. To find out how, go to disabilitieswork.employflorida.com.
Now's the perfect time to work with California Closets. During our Shades of White event, save up to 20% on our beautiful white finishes for any space in your home. Contact us today for your free design consultation. Visit our showroom or online at californiaclosets.com.
Credit card debt can ruin your life. If you owe $10,000 and minimum payments are siphoning away your paycheck each month, you can get debt-free in less time than you think.
I've paid $800 a month for the past 3 years and haven't changed the balance on my credit card.
Get debt-free now has a program to reduce your debt, stop the harassing phone calls, avoid financial ruin, and settle for less than you owe.
I feel like a huge weight has been lifted off my shoulders.
You're pre-approved for our special hardship program if you owe $10,000 or more. Upon payment of your new lower balance, your debt will finally shrink until you are debt-free.
My family no longer has 30 years of payments ahead of us at 20% interest.
There's no fees until you see results. So call now, make one monthly program payment, and free up your cash. Resolve your debt.
Call 800-628-1251, 800-628-1251.
Since 1972, Sleep King has provided quality mattresses and accessories at the best discounted prices available. Top brands like Simmons, Sealy, Serta, Beautyrest, iComfort, and more. With available free delivery, free financing, and free setup and removal. For a comfortable night's sleep with same-day delivery, even if we have to carry it on our backs. Trust Sleep King of Sarasota. Buy it today, sleep on it tonight.
Enjoy some of the best Suncoast restaurants on me. Just go to mysuncoast.com/dining, sign up for the newsletter if you haven't already, and you can win a $50 gift card to a restaurant in our area. We'll pick a winner each week, so go on our website and sign up now.
Now's the perfect time to work with California Closets. During our Shades of White event, save up to 20% on our beautiful white finishes for any space in your home. Contact us today for your free design consultation. Visit our showroom or online at californiaclosets.com.
Bob, I noticed we've been having this sometimes where we get that first round and then we get just like a less intense second round.
Yeah, steady rain. What happens is that the first round usually more intense because there's more energy, and then there's still enough there to create the light rainfall behind it, and the air is cooled down a little bit behind it. We're going to see some of that again tomorrow, I do believe. Casey Key webcam, look at this, a beautiful day. Here it is at 3 o'clock this afternoon. Just a few clouds off in the distance, calm seas, and then we put the pictures into motion there, and you can see a line of intense showers and storms blows up across parts of the Suncoast, and then a gorgeous sunset. You can get a look at that there with some peaks of the sun just as the sun was going below the horizon. And of course, photos were sent in right there by Casey Key, Fred Seeger, getting a capture of that shot. A beautiful one it is. And Turtle Beach, Cindy Desmond. All these are past contributors, and Art Conforti and Sarasota Bay. So we have a wide range there, and all the way up to Palmetto. David Logan with a nice photo, and we appreciate them. Keep them coming. Pics at mysuncoast.com. Little unusual to see the rainfall still at this hour, and still pretty intense along the East Coast. So there's something else going on here, and there certainly is. There is a trough of low pressure or a tropical wave. All these showers are moving off in a northwesterly direction, but the wave itself, which is really just a line of low pressure now, extends all the way down along the East Coast, and this will continue to work its way across West Florida tomorrow morning and then tomorrow afternoon, still around. So we'll get that easterly wind, and looks like that easterly wind will not allow the sea breeze to develop. So the storms, it doesn't appear, will be that intense in terms of severity. That's simply because there's no convergence. There's no, the two don't meet, so to speak. And if they do meet, it'll be offshore, it looks like. And that's where the storms really have a tendency to intensify and produce the extreme lightning and even hail and severe weather like we saw just a couple of days ago. Today there were no severe weather reports around, although we did get winds gusting as high as 40 miles an hour in some of the buoys there. Rainfall amounts exceeding 1.5 inches there in northwest Bradenton. I saw a post just a couple of days ago that said we didn't get any rain from the storms. We never get rain here. Well, there it is, 1.5 inches, 1.1 right there at Whitney Beach and near Longboat Pass, and lesser amounts though in Bradenton at 0.4 of an inch. The wave itself is creating quite a bit of cloudiness right now. This is basically the remnants of what was a tropical depression. It continues to drift to the west, and it'll take its time getting through. Thursday it will be around, and then Thursday night slowly exiting off into the Gulf, and then once it pushes off into the central Gulf, we'll get back to more afternoon and evening storms associated with the sea breeze and the southeasterly flow around that area of high pressure off the coast of Florida. 75 right now. It's clear, at least at the Sarasota-Bradenton Airport. The winds are calm, the pressure at 30-11, and that is rising again, so it's still high around. And 93 the high today, 90 the normal, and 96 the record. So just 3 degrees shy of the record high temperature, 0.3 of an inch of rainfall at the Sarasota-Bradenton Airport. Now temperatures currently running into the low to mid 70s here. A little bit warmer in Jacksonville now and Key West at 82, 76 in Miami. Well, this is a little overdone. You saw that widespread rainfall right there. So this model in particular, not initializing well. We have just light rainfall around. Tomorrow, we'll see that easterly wind and that wave coming across, so increasing clouds, a chance for showers. They should move pretty quickly, though, into the Gulf, and that means we're not expecting an intense rain again for a long duration. We will still see the possibility of some heavy rainfall at times. And then Friday, that sea breeze starts to kick in again. We'll start to see a little bit more intensity to the cells, I believe, as we push through the weekend. And the rain chances staying fairly high for this time of year. That's what it normally is. For tomorrow for boaters, winds will be out of the east at 10 to 15 knots. Seas will be running right around 2 feet with a moderate chop out there. The water temperature cooling down just a little bit, 87 degrees. Tides upcoming. We have a low tide at 9:56, a high tide at 3:19, and sunrise at 6:44. So partly cloudy, still some light rain possible for mainly our inland counties, 75 for your low. And then tomorrow, look for a mix of sun and clouds, scattered showers and storms. Looks like later in the day, a high near 90. And the extended forecast is calling for better chances for showers and storms scattered about on and through the weekend and beyond as we look at a little bit more of that afternoon and evening thunderstorm variety. Haley?
Thank you, Bob. MTV is bringing the Sarasota area even further into the spotlight with the premiere of a new show titled Siesta Key. From the producers of Laguna Beach, Siesta Key is a summer documentary series filmed in the area that follows a group of young adults on their college break back in their hometown. A star of the show and Siesta Key natives spoke with ABC7 about what it's like being part of a reality show.
The first week or two, I think everybody had a harder time being more natural, but after a little bit of time, you almost forget they're there. You definitely have to, watch what you say a little bit more. But honestly, I enjoy the cameras be there. I honestly love it. It's really fun. I mean, we're hanging out with our friends in Siesta Key. I mean, it doesn't get better than that.
The show premieres on MTV on July 31st at 10 p.m. A new FDOT study is looking for solutions to traffic congestion and parking shortfalls on Suncoast beaches, including Siesta Key is one of those ones that has issues. Well, the Barrier Islands traffic study is looking to improve parking, walking, and driving from Anna Maria Island to Lido Key. So this specific study does not include Siesta. Phase 1 of the study took a look at 15 studies completed over the last decade and combined all of the information and possible solutions together. That phase was just completed. Now it's on to phase 2, which includes considering options like water taxis, paid parking, and park and rides.
I think it could be efficient, but I probably wouldn't use it just because of the inconvenience of having to leave my car over there, not having access to it unless I get a shuttle back.
Phase 3 will be putting in an actual plan. That's expected to happen in the fall of 2018. Dozens of major tech companies took to the internet today to protest against the Trump administration's proposals to roll back net neutrality rules. Here in the U.S., those rules prevent internet service providers from slowing down, blocking, or charging more for certain websites to be displayed faster. President Trump's head of the FCC wants to repeal those rules, saying he thinks they were unnecessary and they harm jobs and investments. Others disagree, fearing without the rules, big companies with deeper pockets could pay to create fast lanes for those who pay more and slow lanes in place for everyone else.
Net neutrality allows those of us who go online to go where we want and do what we want to do without interference. Recent polling shows that this is not just a left-right issue. It's not that Democrats favor net neutrality and Republicans oppose it.
The public has until mid-August to voice their concerns before the FCC's final vote. Sports is next, but first, here's Jimmy Kimmel.
The following is a feast for your senses. Are you ready to do this? Ready. Let's have a countdown, please. Guillermo. 3, 2, 1. And here comes...
I love big bling for little Ching. That's why I only wear Spectralite diamonds from Created Gems. Or I wear nothing at all.
Are you Goodwill?
Yes, because when I donate
or shop at Goodwill,
I'm creating a job.
I am Goodwill, yeah.
At Tidewell Hospice, we know it's never too late to say thank you to our military veterans. The Tidewell Honors Veterans Program has provided care to more than 13,000 military families since 2008. Tidewell volunteers help honor veterans through special pinning ceremonies that demonstrate our appreciation for the freedom our veterans fought to defend. If you know a veteran who can benefit from end-of-life care, call or visit tidewell.org today. Tidewell Hospice. It's more than you think.
We've all heard how military veterans adjusting to the civilian world may have certain issues.
30. 70.
If only everyone had this issue. No matter what challenge they face, Easter Seals is here for America's veterans.
They're coming from Tampa, Fort Myers, even Orlando. They're coming from everywhere for the Sarasota Ford Promise. We promise we're more than a dealership. We're a destination with a movie theater, massage room, aquarium, cafe, and more. We promise to give you top dollar for your trade, even if you don't buy from us. And if you do, we promise you the best deal. Bring us any competitor's ad and we'll beat it by at least $1,000. That's why they're coming from everywhere to Sarasota Ford, where 41 meets 301. SarasotaFord.com.
We asked you, Suncoast, why do you like ABC7?
I like ABC7 because it's local.
It gives me all the local news, local weather.
It's so local and so community-driven.
Haley Wilgus does a great job.
John Scalzi, that's my guy.
Bob Harrigan is wonderful.
Stephanie's my favorite. I like Scott Dennis.
I like them all.
We're all very grateful that you cover what you do and you're here to participate with the community.
ABC7, your Suncoast News. We're here for you.
Let me introduce you to the ultimate Florida window. Do you feel safer with this or this? You'll be proud too.
Going on now. For every 2 windows you buy, get 1 more free. Call today.
Don't hate me because I'm blingable. Get your bling on with affordable Spectralite diamonds exclusively at Created Gems in gold and silver, where you always get big bling for little Ching.
Now, sports.
An upset victory at Wimbledon. Andy Murray was ahead early, and fellow American Sam Querrey pulls ahead. Querrey continuing his winning momentum onto the 5th set. In today's men's quarterfinal, Murray with a light lob. Querrey runs it down, and they battle with lobs right back and forth. And then finally, Querrey lands his shot for the game winner, and Murray is eliminated. Another upset. Novak Djokovic had to actually retire from his Wimbledon performance today. His men's quarterfinal match versus Thomas Berdych in the 2nd set due to injury. Berdych moves on to the semifinals. The 25th annual ESPYs honored the best athletes and performances of the year tonight, hosted by 5-time NFL MVP and ESPY Award winner Peyton Manning. The awards featured some of the biggest names in sports, with fans voting in their favorite best categories of the year. Olympic gold medalist Michael Phelps taking home the award for best record-breaking performance. The swimmer thanking his fans and congratulating his fellow athletes while giving his wife a shout-out. The best game going to the Patriots versus the Falcons Super Bowl. The Patriots going up to claim the award for their victory in the heart-pounding back-and-forth Super Bowl game that come from behind win. Best moment of the year, though, longest drought in sports history finally coming to an end with the Cubs winning the World Series, a moment that shook sports fans and overjoyed Cubs fans, and something I don't think any of us will ever forget. That's a look at sports. We'll have our lotto numbers right after this.
Many choices when it comes to AC companies. Our advice? Choose a company that performs employee background checks and is licensed with top manufacturers like Daikin. Daikin offers a 12-year parts and labor limited warranty. For better comfort and value, call Elite Heating and Air.
Stay connected to your clients and new customers using ABC7 Digital Media Services. Our team of professionals provide a wide array of digital services to help you get the most out of your website. We specialize in building and helping you maintain the most effective digital solutions for your business. It's vital that your online presence stands out, so our experts will equip you with the best resources available. Trust ABC7 Digital Media Services to give you the right tools to grow your business.
Today, everyone is looking for more fashionable choices in flooring than ever before. And G. Fried has responded with a huge selection of carpets, tile, wood, laminate, and vinyl. Installed by a highly skilled team, G. Fried has got everything you're looking for and more. The next time you think about quality flooring, think G. Fried Flooring America. G. Fried Flooring America. Our world is at your feet.
A decade of war has taken an unprecedented toll on our men and women in uniform.
Hundreds of thousands of our veterans are suffering from the trauma of war.
At Justice for Vets, we believe that every veteran should have the opportunity for treatment and restoration.
Get involved and go to justiceforvets.org.
Help put treatment within reach of veterans in crisis.
Veterans fought for our freedom. Now it's our turn to fight for theirs.
Hi, I'm Chef Judy. Every Wednesday morning, I'll be with the chefs at the Publix Aprons Cooking School serving up the most wonderful dishes. Watch Aprons in the Kitchen every Wednesday on ABC7's Good Morning Suncoast.
Here's something we bet you didn't know. Nearly half of all cancers can be prevented. That's right, half. Nearly 50%, mostly by making small everyday changes in your diet and controlling your weight, walking more, eating less, and eating foods that help you and your family to seriously reduce the risk of cancer. And of course, by not smoking. Visit the Cancer Prevention Together We Can website and get a free 30-day planner filled with tips, recipes, stats, and more about protecting your family. Go to prevent50.org.
Enjoy some of the best Suncoast restaurants on me. Just go to mysuncoast.com/dining, sign up for the newsletter if you haven't already, and you can win a $50 gift card to a restaurant in our area. We'll pick a winner each week, so go on our website and sign up now.
There are many choices when it comes to AC companies. Our advice? Choose a company that performs employee background checks and is licensed with top manufacturers like Daikin. Daikin offers a 12-year parts and labor limited warranty. For better comfort and value, call Elite Heating and Air.
The Florida Lottery winning numbers are sponsored by Frontier Fios.
Actor Shia LaBeouf is apologizing for his behavior during his arrest in Savannah over the weekend. LaBeouf getting into trouble after allegedly becoming disorderly and using some vulgar language. The actor taking to Twitter to apologize for that behavior, saying he has struggled with addiction publicly for far too long, and he is, quote, actively taking steps towards securing his sobriety. Kentucky Fried Chicken is celebrating 30 years in China by releasing a line of smartphones. The fast food giant teamed up with a Chinese electronics maker to release a limited edition Android phone. They are red. They have the image of Colonel Sanders on the back. The promotion is in honor of KFC's 1987 debut in China, where KFC is now the largest restaurant chain. But before you run down to the local KFC and try to get yourself a phone with your bucket of chicken, You can't do that. They will only be released in China. Sorry. A hippopotamus family reunion at the Cincinnati Zoo. Fiona, the hippo born prematurely in January, got to bond with her mom and dad together for the very first time. The staff has been hand-raising Fiona after she was born too weak to nurse. Fiona has learned how to swim, and she has now also learned outside how to swim as well. She met each parent separately. These images are the first time they all played and swam together. The zoo says this hour-long introduction with both parents could not have gone better. Fiona was born weighing 29 pounds, and that's actually 25 pounds lighter than the lowest recorded hippo birth. So she was tiny by hippo standards, of course.
A little preemie there, yeah.
Look
at a little big social work there, you know, the mom and dad and the little kid. And it looked like a smile on one of the hippos.
Right, that's what I thought. And it's funny, I think, you know, they may probably know that they're a family. I hope. That's pretty cool. Yeah. Well, we'll see you tomorrow. Assume there'll be some storms, so pack your umbrella.
Yeah, that's right.